Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for the support because your support is the one that makes us grow. I appreciate you for your subscription, you know, for your likes, leaving your comments, I'm so, grateful, and I do not take any one of you for granted. So, let me start by saying I'm so excited today because I just gained a new subscriber from America. Thank you so much for subscribing, Auntie, and shout out to Auntie. Auntie is spelled, sorry, not Auntie, but Auntie. Sorry, Auntie. So Auntie is spelled Auntie. On the go. It's Auntie on the go. And I just want to give another shout out to my existing American subscriber, Dre Hayes. Dre is spelled Drae, and then Hayes is spelled Haze. Thank you so much. As far as you are, guys, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate. And then let me start by asking you, do you notice anything different or similar about me today? Yeah. For those of you who watched the last video, I had worn or I was wearing something similar to this. But yes, I can acknowledge that it's not similar. It's the same dress, just that it can be worn in three different styles. So today I just decided to wear the other style. So this shows the versatility of our local, designers or creations, that they can do actually anything and everything. So yeah, we've got the best designers in my country. And then today also I decided to put on this one. This is a local neck choker, you know. It's so beautiful. It's made of wood and some beads. So this is what we wore when you're going for, when we wear with the traditional attire, the one that similar to what I'm wearing now. So we wear this. It's traditional, it's natural, it was handmade by our local, creator in my country. It has to be, supposed to be a set, guys. Just that I cannot see, I cannot find my earrings. I don't know where I put them. But yeah, it's supposed to be a set. So you normally wear this kind of attire with something traditional so that it looks the part, it looks so calm, it looks so natural and traditional. Yes. So I'm gonna go back to my, the subscriber that I gained today, Auntie on the go from America. She asked me questions, a lot of questions, and then I promised her that I'm gonna have to make another video to just explain to the rest of the others so that they can reap, or if they can get, learn something from what I'm gonna say. So the first among the rest questions that she asked was something that really took her by surprise. Is she was really, quite shocked that we have the black-eyed peas in my country. Yes, the black-eyed peas is one of our staple. It's been grown in our grounds for so many years, since I was a child. So it's one of our staple. We also, yeah, that is. And then she was, so keen or curious to find out if she can retire to Botswana. Yes, Botswana is a beautiful country. Anyone around the globe can actually retire to Botswana. We've got the city center, the city which is too vibey, but yeah, too vibey and a little bit noisy because of the movement, the cars, people, what. But we also have the outskirts of the capital where, it's so peaceful, it's so serene, it's so full of nature, it's so calm, the birds, the vegetation, the greens. So it's so beautiful. So we've got quite a lot of those areas here that one can come and then retire to. Yeah, it's so beautiful. And then let me also mention that, besides this dress, the dominating color for our traditional, the mostly worn, largely by the most of Botswana in celebrations, your weddings, like I've mentioned before in my last video, your weddings and your other celebrations, is this kind of cloth, or should I call it material? But like I mentioned, it comes with different patterns. So with the versatility, so people have been so liberate nowadays, making this cloth anything that they want, any style, any design that they want, because we've got best designers as well. So they've been so liberate. But the history of this cloth, is so different. It is so different. It's kind of, the very same, the history of this cloth that was worn, way before independence in celebrations like, you know, uh, weddings, traditional weddings, and then the quarter meetings, your other celebrations, was just a wraparound skirt, which we called the kiba, or we call it kiba in my language. So it's a wraparound skirt. It was made with a particular material, but it didn't have so many designs like today, with so many patterns. Yeah, so many patterns like today. So the original material is kind of blue with polka dots. Sorry, polka dots, the white polka dots on it. So that is the original material that was worn by our women in my country, Botswana, for so many years since independence. So that wraparound skirt that I'm talking about is only worn by married women. Even today, it is still worn. If you see somebody or a woman, you pass a woman wearing a wraparound skirt that I'm talking about, blue in color, now because they've got different patterns, a different pattern but same material blue, you should know that that woman is married. So, and then when they go, maybe we call it, when they go to look for a bride, when you tell your parents as a man that you want to get married, those women will gather around or just wear those, those wraparound skirts, the blue one, and then they'll wear a shawl as well, sort of a blanket, regardless of the weather, whether it's too hot or too cold, whatever the weather is, they just had to put on that blanket the wraparound skirt, and then the blanket on their shoulders, and then the headgear or the headscarf, maybe the same color as the skirt, or a different color. But it has to, all these women has to put on matching things. So the headscarf or the head gear or the head wrap has to match in all of them. The wraparound skirt and the shawl, the blanket that they put on their shoulders, has to match. If there are 20 of these women, all of them should wear those things matching. So, like I'm saying, if you're a man, then you tell your uncles or your father that you want to get married. Those women will gather around, then they will go to that, the girl's house, you know, to ask for a hand in marriage. So they will go wearing that, matching outfit, all of them. So that is the significance of our traditional attire, especially the one that I've just talked about, the blue wraparound skirt. So like I mentioned before, because now the versatility and the liberation, in people now, the young and the old, married or not married, if you don't want, they want to attend a traditional event, they just, get this material, then they can create any design that they want because of that. So I think I've covered most of the things that I wanted to cover today. But if there's anything that you want me to cover or talk about, just put in the comment section. I'll just read it and then I'll just talk about it in my next video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.